Let us discuss about ergometrin and methyl ergometrin. Ergometrin and methyl ergometrin. Methyl ergometrin. Let us discuss about these two drugs. In this lecture, we will discuss the mechanism of action, the side effects, the pharmacokinetics, their uses. All these things we will discuss in this lecture. Okay. So the first thing is, for what purpose are these drugs used? These are mainly used uh, for uh, for postpartum hemorrhage, right? Postpartum hemorrhage, as all of us know, this is a hemorrhage that occurs after delivery, right? So this is most commonly used for postpartum hemorrhage, and this is done by causing contractions of uterus. Okay, so let's see the actions. The first action is action on uterus. What is the action of these drugs on uterus? On uterus, these drugs, they causes contraction of uterus. They cause contraction. In this contraction, both upper segment and lower segment are contracted, right? Both upper and lower segment. These two segments will contract, right? And next move to action on CVS. Action on CVS. They cause little vasoconstriction. Little vasoconstriction. But this will not, there is nothing to do with this side effect. Okay. The contraction is very, very mild. Then moving to action on CNS. These drugs, they act as serotonergic. They have the action of serotonergic action, dopaminergic receptor agonist, dopaminergic receptor agonist. Okay, they have action on adrenergic receptors also. Okay, now the action on GIT. The action on GIT. And GIT, they cause peristalsis. They cause peristalsis. Okay, now next moving to pharmacokinetics. These drugs, they are absorbed orally. And the metabolism will take place in liver. Excretion will take place through kidney, right? Half-life of these drugs is, if take orally, then the half-life will be, sorry, this is not half-life, this is duration of action, duration of onset of action. So if you give this drug orally, the action will start within 15 minutes. That means contraction of uterus will start within 15 minutes. If you give this drug intramuscularly, then the action will start within 5 minutes. If you give it intramuscularly, the action will start within 5 minutes. If you give in the IV form, then the action will start immediately. So the duration of onset of action is different in different routes of administration. If you give it in oral form, then the action will start within 15 minutes. If you give it intramuscularly, the action will start within 5 minutes. And if you give it IV route, the action will start immediately, right? This is about pharmacokinetics. Now let's move to Adverse effects. Adverse effects. Adverse effects. The main adverse effect are, if you use these drugs for long duration, they decrease prolactin levels. Due to decrease in prolactin levels, milk secretion will be decreased, right? Secretion will be decreased. So what we have to understand is, if we use these drugs for long duration, it results in decreased secretion of milk, right? This is about adverse effects. Then uses. Where do you use these drugs? The primary indication, as I told you, is postpartum hemorrhage. The reason why these are used in postpartum hemorrhage is they cause contractions of uterus, right? Due to these contractions, the blood vessels which are present between muscle fibers will undergo ligation due to contraction of muscle fibers, right? This is the mechanism behind prevention of postpartum hemorrhage. And the second use is, they can be used in uterine atony. When there is uterine atony, if you give these drugs, the tone of this uterus will increase. What happens if there is uterine atony? It results in postpartum hemorrhage, right? So the thing that happens if there is uterine atony is postpartum hemorrhage, and as the name itself indicates, the tone of uterus is decreased. So if you give this ergotamine, ergometrin and methyl ergometrin, they increase the tone of uterus, right? And third use is to promote uterine involution. To promote uterine involution. To promote involution. As all of us know, what is involution of uterus, right? Involution of uterus, in the sense, after delivery, uh, the organ will become the uterus becomes abdominal organ, right? So for the uterus to become pelvic organ, it needs some time, right? During this time, uh, uterus will regain its normal position in the pelvis. This is called uterine involution, right? So to improve this involution, ergometrin and methyl ergometrin, they'll hasten this mechanism, right? They'll hasten this uterine involution. Clear? These are important uses, right?